A heartfelt welcome back to my channel, CryptoQ Media. The Democrats abhor cryptocurrency. Indeed, I comprehend. They hate cryptocurrency. Furthermore, not a single word has been mumbled by them. They still hate the cryptocurrency industry and are against cryptocurrencies in general. To bring everyone up to speed on recent events, the US government moved more than $2 billion in Bitcoin to a different address. Just 2 days ago, precisely 48 hours ago, Donald Trump issued a statement in which he pledged to create a strategic national Bitcoin reserve and keep full ownership of the cryptocurrency if elected. This further proves the ridiculousness of the Dem administration's actions. I am not bothered by the color red or blue. I could care less about politics if we could just focus on the subject. That is, the topic and content are of no interest to me. But the Democrats' relentless drive to reverse any and all of President Trump's initiatives has been on my mind. But even with the crypto agenda, Democrats are starting to show signs that they aren't fully dedicated to this area. They don't care about this region at all. How absurd. Yesterday, I wrote an article in which I argued that the Democrats ought to publicly endorse cryptocurrency right away, rather than wait for an elaborate spectacle. Congress has been scolding Gary Gensler for quite some time now, but he has done nothing to change his behavior. Have the subpoenas for FTX that were intended been issued if the United States wants to be in the forefront of the new financial paradigm? What steps should it take outside of the United States, where regulatory frameworks like MiCA are being implemented with great success? There is no longer any reason to delay the implementation of a framework to drive the company forward. While the crypto halt, 2.0, and Operation Choke are ongoing, US-based crypto companies, investors, and crypto should be treated better. Quick action is required to address this matter. I hope the winner of this election will do something concrete to help the people in their districts. The Democrats must now reveal themselves. More than that, we are crypto activists. Further, I concur. Yes, I am indifferent. The news that we hear every day doesn't really matter to me. These lawmakers can always take a very bullish view on cryptocurrency. Regardless of the political party that takes office in the next election, crypto must be prioritized right away. As long as they do something, I care nothing about what they say. Many people are furious at Trump's remarks at the Bitcoin conference. Your knowledge has enraged everyone. Even the Dems have spoken out. So far, no action has been taken. Also, I just want to remind everyone of what we saw recently. Alright, think about the Democrats, since they said they flipped, we're referring to them. Why is this happening? We are presently observing its movement in relation to the $2 billion worth of Bitcoin that was announced only last Saturday. And that is also available to us. Am I right? The Biden-Harris administration is reshaping the market with $1 billion worth of Silk Road, Bitcoin, and an impressive new look, just 1 week after Trump's promise not to sell US government Bitcoin. Furthermore, their hostility towards this industry has been obvious for quite some time. Their weak spot is the sector. They despise Bitcoin and would want to avoid it at all costs. Personally, I think it's imperative that all cryptocurrency holders 100% maintain your concentration, and you will control the future of this sector. Donald Trump made a bold promise at this year's 2024 Bitcoin conference. He will immediately establish an advisory committee devoted to cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. Their deadline for producing concise regulatory guidelines is 100 days from the date of assignment. Those CBDCs leave it alone. The CDC concept has been discussed. Personally, I think that is completely ridiculous. Still, it's a great idea to form a body to lay down rules for crypto regulation. I said that on the very first day. We are not in need of a new chairman in the SEC. It is entirely superfluous to follow the SEC guidelines. It is irrelevant who leads the Crypto Advisory Board given the SEC's dismal performance. What's required is a group of Web 2 and Web 3 prospects. It appears like the majority of crypto conference content is focused on winning over crypto voters rather than taking any meaningful action until we see change. Whoever people back or whatever, it makes no difference to me. No matter what occurs, all we want is to be informed. At this point, the Democrats' efforts have failed. Maybe the Republicans are special. It is a mystery. Things that happened in the past do stick with me. I will swiftly bring up the past since I still remember this. It has been known about from the beginning of time, as any crypto enthusiast worth their salt can tell you. The year 2019, Trump claims that he has no interest in cryptocurrency. Alright then. It was around this time that Trump's own posts started popping up. Here are the real Donald Trump tweets, in case you thought they were photoshopped. Digital currencies such as, in addition to the fact that their value is entirely subjective and unfounded, I find it annoying that bitcoins aren't money. Crypto assets that are not regulated can make it easier for criminals to do things like the drug trade. Additionally, Facebook's virtual currency, Libra, will not be highly esteemed or reputable. Applying for a new banking charter is necessary for Facebook and other firms who want to become banks to meet all banking regulations. The United States dollar, the only legal tender in the country, is more robust and trustworthy than before. There are other national and international banks that do the same thing. When it comes to the international currency market, it is unrivaled. And it's not going anywhere. The US dollar is the national currency of the United States. That being said, has this stance changed entirely as we look at this? It is 2019. Someone should remind you of that. Here we are in 2024. Since then, the sector has grown and changed a lot. Even in this area, Brian Armstrong has given us material. It took me a long time, but I finally achieved my goal of having a sitting US president address the growing popularity of cryptocurrencies. Someone will eventually make fun of you after ignoring you for some time. Consequently, they decide to fight you, and you end up winning. Everyone, step 3 is within our reach now. As I indicated earlier, looking more closely at the region and the sector shows that it has grown significantly since then. Trump is not a total dimwit, in my view. None of these politicians strike me as utterly naive when I consider their stances on cryptocurrency adoption in the year 2024. The percentage of adults who hold cryptocurrency has increased from 30% in 2023 to 40% now. In rough terms, that's 93 million individuals. From 18% to 29% of the population now owns Bitcoin, and 63% of that group is interested in purchasing further cryptocurrency. The ever-expanding reach of this tendency is affecting even Bitcoin ETFs. Perhaps another 29 million Americans will soon have the opportunity to buy a home. A quarter of those who don't own Bitcoin expressed a greater interest in investing in cryptocurrencies if an exchange-traded fund ETF were available. That is why, when looking at the ETFs, looking at it clearly shows that the area is growing at a dizzying rate. Because of this, the political scramble to be crypto-friendly is getting hotter. Despite all the good things this administrator has said, they have clearly not been crypto-friendly. Bitcoin is something they're vehemently against. If we get back to Trump's tweets, I can't say that I criticize them. Take China's September 2021 declaration of all cryptocurrency transactions as an example of the extent of official opposition against Bitcoin. I would be eternally grateful if you could subscribe to my channel and hit the like button.